On my memo tonight, I will talk about human dignity, or our lack of it. Dignity is the right of a person to be valued and respected for their own sake and to be treated ethically. Tonight, I question whether we have forgotten our human dignity or if we have actually lost our very humanity. Let me explain. We have recently witnessed a spate of kidnappings, murders, torture, sexual assault, and mysterious disappearances, including of young children. These days, here in the newsroom, not a day goes by that we do not receive reports of yet another child who's a victim of such heinous acts. Very few of the children who are kidnapped have been found safe. In most instances, they don't come back home alive. Chantel Zembe, Priscilla Naserian, Stephen Kimani Michael are the latest children to be added to these grim and shameful statistics. 9-year-old Chantel and 11-year-old Priscilla losing their lives shortly after being kidnapped, while 3-year-old Stephen living with scars after being beaten, chained and humiliated by his father and stepmother. Suspects in Chantel's murder and Stephen's torture are in court awaiting judgment, while Naserian's killers are still on the loose. Such incidents should enrage us, anger us. But instead, for most of us, we struggle to remember the names of the victims. We are no longer shocked or alarmed when we hear of such incidents. So long as it does not strike close to home, we can ignore them. However, we need to realize that as a society, once we stop caring, we start losing our humanity. Tunapoteza utu wetu. It is that simple, and it is that serious. Once it becomes normal when a child disappears and is found dead, we have lost our humanity. Utu umetuacha. Do we care that Chantel died? Do we care that Naserian's remains were found a few kilometers from her home? Aren't we enraged when we hear a 3-year-old was forced to eat human waste after being beaten by his parents? How about putting yourself in Chantel's shoes for a moment? To experience the pain, the feeling of helplessness, the void left, the uncaring world around. Those feelings cannot be ignored. It is unbelievable how when a prominent person dies in such tragic circumstances as these little angels, we mourn and become alarmed, questioning how this could have happened to so-and-so. And yes, life is life. And yes, even the prominent people have families and loved ones. But seriously, are these defenseless children who undergo such heinous acts also human? Are their lives less valuable? Don't their lives count? Tonight, I'm calling us back to humanity. A society that kills its children is a dying society. A society where children are killed and no one cares is a dead society. We need to care. We need to worry. We need to demand action. That is what will define us. I end with the enduring words of the great son of the soil, the late Nelson Mandela. He said, and I quote, "There can be no keener revelation of a society's soul than the way in which it treats its children." I have nothing to add. That is my memo.